Hot 107.9, it's your girl Jazzy T checking in with you, and I have two special guests in the studio with me today. Hey guests, I have Reggie, the creative director of BMI, and I have the wonderful, the talented R&B sensation, Josey.
Hey.
What's up, Jazzy?
What's up, y'all?
What's going down?
So I got a text from Reggie about a few weeks ago, and he was like, hey, I'm doing this Know Them Now experience for BMI, and we need to talk about it. And I'm like, of course, Reggie, like that's what we do. So I've been knowing Reggie for a very long time.
Yes.
So before we get into it with you, Jalen, I would like Reggie to kind of give a little background information on what you exactly do as the creative director for BMI.
At BMI, I do a lot. You know, we got our posts on the city in Atlanta, BMI Broadcast Music Inc. And, you know, I signed artists. I signed Josey when she was actually 16, fresh off of Broadway. And now she's become a big star, you know, writing and all that. She has an incredible pen, incredible voice. So she's just very special. She's a gem. And when she was brought to me, I knew that she would reach the levels that she's at now and even further. So I sign artists. I do events such as this Know Them Now experience. This is one of our marquee events. We've done it for a very long time, but we haven't done it since 2019. So this rendition is very special. It's actually called Ladies Night because we have a full female lineup, and I'm just super excited about it. It's been 2 years in the making, so you know it's going up. Like
it's gonna be one of them
headlining.
ones.
It's lit, yeah.
So the first time I heard about the Know Them Now experience, I want to say it was 2020, and it was virtual. And guess who was on it?
Oh,
Jalen.
yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Right.
See, I didn't
Yep. And
Yep.
so when I heard about it, I was like, oh my God, this is great, because I feel like during 2020, during the pandemic, it was a lot of, everything was virtual when it came to music wise.
Yeah.
It was a different experience. So now that you introduced yourself, and thank you for that, we're going to switch over to Jalen, and we're going to piggyback off the Know Them Now experience in 2020. So I guess my question is, with that happening in 2020 and with all that happened, what would we expect differently from now, the in-person Know Them Now experience with Jalen Josey?
Well, I've had so much growth from then. I feel like 2020 was just the year of trying to figure it out. Personally, I'm 26 now, so I just feel like my life has done a full 360 in a way. Oh, 180? 180 in a way where it's like, yeah, like my performance is better. You know, the things that I aspire to do on stage are better. And fresh from Broadway, I feel like in that way, I now have the things that I learned. The tools that I have now are just way, way bigger than 2020. I'm very gracious for the chance to, you know, do it again and show it to people in person, basically.
So my first time seeing you perform live, we actually did the Taste event together with Meals on Wheels.
Oh, wow.
And
that was a night.
you know, and when Reggie, before that, the Taste before Reggie brought Cash Doll, and I was like, oh my God, he's great. And then he was like, I got somebody even better, R&B situation. And so because Meals on Wheels was asking for a performance, and I feel like they're your go-to when it's like, hey, we need a performer, Reggie, who you got? And so he spoke so highly of you. So I'm just like, okay, I want to see it, because I was familiar with your songs and stuff, but it's nothing, for me, I fall in love with artists during their performances.
Same.
It's just different. It's just the feeling, the energy, everything in the room. So when I saw you at Taste, I was like, oh my God, like, why is she the biggest artist in the world right now? But I also see the growth, you know, from then and now, and I would feel like that was a year ago, you know, and seeing that growth now, and with this new single you have, New Girl, how would you, and I feel like people, you can change, you're not the same person that you were last year. So with this new single, New Girl, and you being, I feel like, a new girl now, when you first wrote that song, you thought about New Girl. I felt like, you know, in your 20s, we're figuring it out.
Yeah.
So even from going from 25 to 26, what's something new that you experienced as a woman that made you even want to write this song?
My frontal lobe connecting. Like when that happened, I feel like all of the awareness that I that was like, I guess, embedded inside of me just decided to just come to the forefront. Like there are certain things when I have conversations with people, I feel like it's more of a trying to connect with someone instead of then, just I'm more so just trying to resonate with the person that I'm sitting across. And that's how I feel for my music as well. Like I'm trying to resonate with someone who is in the same predicament as me. And, I feel like New Girl, and thank you for talking about it. I feel like that is a song of just, putting the stamp on the fact that I'm grown now and my mental is a completely different thing than it was when I was younger. And I don't know. It's just like I feel like I'm fresh in that stage of, my brain being fully developed and like all of the experiences that I'm going through. I put them in my music and I don't know. I feel like every day there is a new experience to be had. And so I want that to reflect in the music. So, yeah, I just feel very new.
When you say new girl, I say new woman. Because, baby, I see you from last year to this year. I'm like, look at her.
Oh, thank you.
You're maturing beautifully.
Thank you.
And shout out to your moms in the building. Shout out to moms. And a little birdie told me that you were from the east side, a.k.a. Lithonia.
Yes,
so
I am.
I'm from Lithonia as well.
Oh, my
gosh. Nobody calls it L-Town, but I'd be like, I'm from L-Town. You don't call it L-Town? And that's okay. It's something I made up.
I
that
feel like
people,
I'll take it. I'll take
L-Town.
that.
Come on, it should be a
L-Town.
thing. It should be a thing. So, but we're growing up here in Atlanta. It's a new thing that's going around with this whole Mount Rushmore situation of who's who. So I got to put a little pressure on you. So who is your Mount Rushmore R&B artist?
Who's my Mount Rushmore R&B artist? Who's my Mount Rushmore R&B artist?
Yes, I'm putting you on the spot right now.
Luther Vandross.
Oh, yes.
But dang, this like
Listen,
it's
so this your Mount Rushmore. This is yours.
Luther Vandross, Victoria Monet, Stevie Nicks.
Okay.
Stevie Nicks and Stevie Wonder.
Oh, two Stevies. I'm not mad at that. Reggie, you're the creative director. You know how to pick talent. I got to ask you as well.
Pick talent.
Who's your Mount Rushmore of R&B artists?
For sure, Whitney.
Woo!
Ooh.
For sure, Mariah.
Okay.
For sure. This was hard because what they was doing the other day, I was kind of trying to figure it out. But Beyonce vocally, her vocal ability is crazy. Like I listen to music and I like study it, and I'm just like the things that she can do is crazy. So I definitely think that she should be a contender up there.
Okay,
right.
And do I really?
It's your Mount Rushmore. This is like
I know
elite,
right? Of the elite.
Not you listen to a lot. This is the.
I know, but that's what it is. It got to be who you listen to, right? It got to be your top people.
You're right.
My last would probably have to be like that's hard. Probably Brandy.
Yes.
Yes. Never thought.
If I had a fifth, it would be Brandy up there too.
Okay. I like that.
The vocal Bible.
Yes.
Yeah. Meets the voice with Whitney, and then Mariah is just. Mariah's Mariah.
She did up. She lay up.
That octave is.
Yes.
Yeah, and she's an Aries, so that's fine. Still
fire sign. Not mad at that. Sagittarius. Are you into astrology? What are you?
I'm a Scorpio.
Okay, we not mad at Scorpios.
See,
y'all something else though. I feel like Scorpios are two different like scorpions. You got the scorpion like that walk around like, hey, I'm a scorpion. Don't mess with me. Then you got the scorpions like, hey, I'm chill, I'm cool, but I'm a scorpion.
One of my close friends is a Scorpio.
So what type of Scorpio are you?
If you look deeper into the astrology of Scorpios, it's like 4 stages to it. I think it's the spider, it's the scorpion, and then there's the phoenix is the last one, and the snake is the third one.
You better know yourself, girl.
Yeah, I'm trying. Hey, I feel like I'm in the stage of like kind of just getting out of the scorpion into the snake in a way where the snake, I know it sounds crazy because it's a snake, but it's more so of an evolved version of a Scorpio. I feel like I'm really deep into my spirituality. Like right now I am, if God tell me to put this outfit on, I was fighting it. I was fighting this outfit this morning.
And you look good, girl.
But you can't fight time, and I needed to get. Thank you. And you can't fight time. You got to get up here. You know, I needed to do my job, so I can't fight it. The outfit got put together, and I'm here. I did my makeup in the car. By the grace of God, my mom, was driving, so it's like I just gotta. I'm in that stage where it's just like I have to allow. The things that are going to happen to happen. I can't fight it.
Everything's not gonna be perfect.
Everything, right?
And
can't control everything.
Yep. Control
and I think
what you
that's
can control.
the space that controlling what I can control is the space that I'm in right now as a Scorpio, I think. Yeah.
Okay, so this Know Them Now experience that's about to occur. We also have 3 other artists on there.
Yes.
Reggie, if you want to speak a little bit more about the 3 other artists that's on there, which is
Ashaya, Mars, and Akia. So all dope, up and coming female artists. Bringing something new to the game. I'm excited about everybody what they're doing. They got some movement, so that's why we chose them. The whole premise of Know Them Now is that it's BMI putting their stamp on the new and upcoming talent, whether it's hip hop and R&B, whether it's gospel, whatever it may be. It's us putting our stamp on it, saying, "Hey, this is who you should look out for before they become superstars."
Okay. So if I was just a regular person that heard this interview and I was like, oh my God, that sounds so cool. How can I be a part?
Nope.
How can I be a part, Reggie?
So it used to be, originally it was open to the public and we sold tickets. But this year it's private, it's smaller. And I'm not really sure what the decision was behind that. Probably because it's our first one back for a while. So I think we're just kind of rebranding and kind of getting back out there, getting the name back, big again, but I'm sure we'll bring it back to public the artist fans and stuff. But yeah, this is
my show is kind of special, so I think we could at least give maybe 1 pair of tickets away.
Of course,
like
maybe even 2 pair.
Maybe 2 pair. We can do that.
Of course.
Okay, so 2 pair of tickets.
I want to just talk about it and not deliver.
Because people gonna be like, I was like, oh my God,
yeah,
how can I be a part?
Why are you telling me about this if I can't come?
How can I be a part? So 2 pair of tickets, I get.
Yeah.
And I can. Okay, that sounds amazing. Yeah. And before we go, we still gotta, I want to kind of get back to this new single because, girl, when you teased it, we were waiting on it, and I felt like, from the TikToks to the this to this, we were waiting on it, and you finally dropped it, and the video, and along with that video, first of all, are you a workout girly? Because I saw the outfits and the this and that, but outfits can be deceiving a little bit. Are you a workout girly?
I am. I'm really getting into it in the way that it's for myself, what I mean? And I think, back in the day, the 80s aerobics, you only saw smaller figures.
Yes,
so I was really trying. Right.
Leotards.
I want us to make some,
we saw the thickness,
stamp.
We saw the thickness. That's why it made me want to be like, oh.
But yeah. I am a workout girly, so I'm happy that you brought that up. Yeah, and I'm on this new journey. My friend, her name is Tiara. She's doing this 30 for 30. So
shout out to Tiara.
She's doing the Stairmaster, so I'm going to be on the Stairmaster for 30 minutes for 30 days. I'm gonna do my best.
That used to be my favorite workout machine.
Listen, that get the glutes right.
Yeah.
And I saw you, Reggie, but we'll talk about that later. But okay, so New Girl, I'm hoping is gearing up to a bigger situation.
Yes.
Okay.
The bigger
Can
situation.
we talk about it?
Yes, we can. I have another single coming, and I believe a third, but if not, the album is definitely coming shortly after that, and it's entitled Serial Romantic.
You heard it here first. Serial Romantic.
Co-produced by Tricky or produced by Tricky? Sorry, executive produced?
Yeah, it's executive produced by him. By
Shout out to
that's
Tricky.
going to be
What?
Yeah.
Shout out Tricky
all
Stewart.
the Blacks, Mariah, and all all the people. Christina and all.
Now
them,
you're heavily in your artist bag.
Yes.
However, we still a songwriter for others.
Yes.
So is that still a thing, or you said pause on it right now? We're gonna focus on us, or what we doing with that?
I like to call it my day job.
Oh.
I like to call, right now I've taken
You
some
clock
PTO.
in and you clock out.
Yes,
Come
I've
on, prepare
definitely
the
taken
others.
some PTO to get my own artistry together. But my job definitely is to, the thing that I love is to write regardless. So whether it be for me or for someone else, that's what I'm going to be doing until God lays me to rest.
Okay. So I have a few more questions. Come on now. Now, if you can write for anybody,
Yes.
who would it be?
Oh, Beyonce.
Period.
Regardless, I feel like the things that I would put together for her would be out of this world.
She
You
would
know
do
what
what
I
she
mean?
needs
We
to
putting it in the
And she would
universe.
do
Oh, we
it.
gonna make
Somebody
that
hear
happen.
this. We
Universe.
can make
We
it
can make
happen.
that
Yes.
happen. That's out there. B, let me
We can
call
make
B.
that
No, I'm just
happen.
saying.
Tricky could make
No, we can really make that happen.
Right.
We're gonna make it happen.
by the grace of God.
Well,
yeah.
Jalen, it's been a pleasure. Reggie, you know I love you, boo.
Always.
Thank
Thank
you
you
so
so much
much.
for having us.
Absolutely.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Yes.
I appreciate
Signing
it. My
off.
girl.
Hot 1079.